Hello, welcome to People's Language. Today, I want to tell you a story. A funny story. I want to talk about personal space. Have you ever traveled to another country? Have you ever been confused? Have you ever made a mistake in another country? Well, today, I want to tell you a story about personal space and my mistake. Sometimes, someone stands too close, and you think, too close. Go away. Step back a little bit, please. Sometimes somebody stands too far away, and you think, why are you so far away? Come closer. Do you not like me? Come here. Well, every culture has a different feeling about personal space. Today, I want to tell you a story about my experience in Colombia. In 2018, I lived in Colombia. Colombia is a beautiful country. Colombia is not in North America. Colombia is in South America. I love Colombia. Colombia is beautiful. Colombian people are very kind. Colombian food is very delicious. I loved living in Colombia. One day, I was at school. I was at school with my colleague. My colleague and I were talking. When I was talking with my colleague, I stepped backward. I did not notice. My colleague stepped forward. I still did not notice. My colleague and I continued to talk. Then, I stepped backward again. My colleague stepped forward. I did not notice. Lastly, I stepped backward. I did not notice. My colleague stepped forward. Now, my colleague grabbed my shoulders. My colleague said, "Stop! Stop moving!" I was surprised. I was confused. What? I was moving? My colleague said, "Yes, you stepped backward. I stepped forward. Then you stepped backward. I stepped forward again." I said, "Really? Well, it's okay. I'm sorry." My colleague and I continued to talk. Later that day, I left school. I went to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store to buy some groceries. I picked many groceries. I picked milk. I picked arepas. I picked apples. I picked oranges. I picked a papaya. I picked many foods. Later, I went to stand in line. I was standing in line. When I was standing in line, a person stood in front of me. The person cut the line. I thought, that's strange, but okay, it's fine. I continued to stand in line. Then another person cut in line. Another person stood in front of me. I thought, this is not okay. I said, "Excuse me." The person turned. The person said, "Yes?" I said, "I am in line." The person said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Okay. The person went behind me. Everything was okay. I paid and I went home. I did not think about the situations. When I went home, I spoke with my roommate. My roommate was Colombian. I told my roommate the story. I told my roommate the story about my colleague who grabbed my shoulders. I told my roommate the story about the person in line. My roommate smiled. My roommate laughed. I did not understand. My roommate said, "In Colombia, people like to be close. In the United States, people like to be farther away. In Colombia, personal space is small. In the United States, personal space is bigger. In the United States, people talk about an arm's length distance from one another. In Colombia, people talk about half of that, about half an arm's distance from one another. In the United States, people's personal bubble is bigger. In Colombia, people's personal bubble is a little smaller." I said, "Oh, I understand." After, I noticed something. I noticed that people stand closer together in Colombia. I also noticed in the United States, people stand farther away from one another. Where do you notice this? Well, I noticed this at the grocery store, at the bank, and in many places where there is a line. In the United States, people keep a lot of distance between one another. In Colombia, people keep a smaller distance between one another. That day, I realized something. Both cultures have unwritten rules. Both cultures are normal. Both cultures can be different, and that's okay. It's fun to notice differences. It's fun to learn through experiences. It's interesting to notice differences and learn from them. How about you? Where are you from? Where have you traveled? Do you like being close to people or far away from people? How big is your personal bubble? Tell me in the comments below. Bye-bye. Take care.